What's going on, guys? Once again, I've been invited by Samsung to Samsung KX here in King's Cross, London. Today, they say big screen is back. I have no idea what this event's going to be all about, but I do know one thing, it should be pretty awesome, and I am going to be filming the entire thing with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Right now, I'm using the primary cameras to shoot selfie video, and that's one of the big advantages of this phone, and that's why I'm using it today. Anyway, you ready? Let's go. You know how I always say, don't be late. Well, I'm the first one here, so I live by the sword. Sometimes die by it as well, especially when it comes to dropping content at the right time. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems I'm incredibly early for this event. Which means I have some time to get some games in. Check this out, some FIFA on the go here. I've got myself a little coffee, Xbox Series X. This is the Neo QLED Q90C TV. I was playing Hitman over there on the, I believe that's the Odyssey over there. That's crazy, the field of view that you get is just mad when you're running around and stuff. Another one behind me here, I think that's Fortnite. I haven't played FIFA for many years, so probably going to get my ass kicked, but might as well do that than do nothing. Alright, so I've just left the Samsung KX Big Screen is Back event. It was more for the sort of retailers and stuff like that, but I did get a look at all of the new Samsung tech. So I didn't know this, but Samsung hold the throne when it comes to TVs, and in fact they've been #1 for 17 years now. So when they say big screen is back, the truth is it really hasn't left, although the big screen market is growing. It's something that Samsung care a lot about is connecting the dots, and their TVs do use quantum dot technology. So you see what I did there, but what I actually mean is connecting the dots in the sense of the ecosystem. Everything that they create, from fridges and washing machines and TVs, even pet feeders and smart home tech, it all connects up, and most importantly it connects up really nicely with Samsung mobile devices. And you probably already know this, but 2023 seems to be the year where AI awareness is truly on the rise, and Samsung are aware of this too. So they've done the smart thing, and they've been doing smart things for quite a while, and what I'm referring to is their connected home stuff. So like I mentioned before, like the feeders, the washing machines, even the Ring doorbells, all of these kind of things are starting to tie up into the Samsung ecosystem, which can all be managed on a Samsung TV. So post-pandemic, there's been an increase in bigger screen sizes. Something I found pretty interesting about this event is when Samsung said that 30% of their TV business is actually in 55-inch models and above, and the above are now becoming more and more popular since the pandemic. And there's a bunch of options, and whether you're the type of person who wants to kind of have a TV that's the brightest, shiniest thing in the room, or if you want a TV that's more subtle and kind of blends into the environment, they have that. And the Frame TV in particular was really interesting to see. I know it's been around for a while, and the Serif TV is really nice, but the Frame TV, there was literally a couple of TVs on the wall which I didn't even know were TVs, and I'm in tech and I kind of know about this technology, but the way that they've matted the front of it now is so good. Literally, if you don't want to ruin the look of a room, that's going to be the TV for you. But for me personally, it's all about the QD OLED tech, the infinite blacks. There is no better way of getting really good high dynamic range. OLED has been the way for a long time, and a lot of people don't know this, but Samsung re-entered the OLED market in 2022 with their QD OLED, which was designed by Samsung Display. So it's not the same as the other OLEDs out there, but that is the model that I would go with. It's slim, it's sleek, it's good looking, and those are all things that I used to be pre-pandemic. Now the only thing I'm kind of proud of is the fact that I've completed Netflix. And that takes me on to the sort of new user case now. More and more people, according to Samsung, are trying to build this home cinema experience in their houses. And I can see why, because I went to see John Wick in an Odeon next to a university, and it was literally the worst cinema experience I've ever had. And I was thinking to myself at the time, there was 3 of us there. If we'd have combined that money, I would have paid all of that money to just watch that movie at home. It would have been a better experience. And especially now when you've got TVs like the Samsung models that have 12 speakers in the actual display, Atmos speakers in the screen itself. And then of course you've got the sound bars and things like that as well. So there's so many options out there. And I heard some of the Samsung sound bars are really, really top notch. Now TV gaming is usually more for console players. But with the Samsung TVs now, all 4 of the HDMI ports on the Samsung TVs are HDMI 2.1. That means they all support 4K 120 Hz. And even 8K at 60 frames per second as well is now possible on some of the models. There's something that really impressed me about the user interface on the Samsung TVs when it comes to gaming is the new bar that pops up. So you've got a bunch of features there which you used to only see on gaming monitors. But there's one feature in particular which I think is brilliant. I've not seen it before, and it's the ability to output part of the screen to another screen. So for example, in a shooter, if you have your mini map in the top corner, you can map that mini map on the screen and actually output it to a separate monitor, which is crazy. That's a crazy feature for pro gamers. That's something unheard of to me, and it could be a massive, massive advantage for gamers. Then of course, if you are a proper gamer, they've got the proper gaming monitors as well. I had a little mess around on those, and as you would expect, those are very good too. But something that's new and emerging, and Samsung at the forefront of with Microsoft Xbox, is cloud gaming. So I've done a bit of cloud gaming lately. Did a video about a cloud gaming device. It is the future. Microsoft even say this might be the last Xbox that they ever make, because maybe the future is going more into the cloud. And the Samsung TVs are already geared up specifically for cloud gaming. So that's all embedded in there and ready to go. For the type of gamers that don't want to buy the consoles, don't want to buy the PCs, they just want to play casually, game streaming with a Samsung TV is at your fingertips. So that's been a summary of the Big Screen is Back event. Like I said before, I don't think it really ever left. I would say bigger screens are back, but not in the cinema, more at home. It's time for me to go home now during rush hour from King's Cross. Never been a fan of commuting, but it's been worth it. So just going to end this video on a little final thought and a quote from Jim Rohn, who said, "Intelligent people have libraries. Everybody else has big screens. But you know what I say? It's 2023. Why can't you have a library on a big screen?" And there's one more thing that I forgot to mention. I didn't know that Samsung made solar powered remote controls that can also charge via the Wi-Fi signals in your house. So you never ever have to replace the batteries in those controls. Did you know about that? News to me. Anyway, it's been an interesting day. Hopefully you guys have seen some new stuff you didn't know existed, because I definitely have. Maybe some of it's old news to you guys, but it's always good to go and check out Samsung KX. And it is actually open to the public, so you guys can literally just walk in there and check out all the new stuff. Anyway, see you in the next one. Love you later.